Hey guys, welcome to the recap. This has been a really busy news week, and in fact, I made notes for it. But I want to start off with an important product review. Here are two rolls of toilet paper. What's the difference between them? The difference is this one has 4 times the capacity of this one. This one is Charmin, and this one is Amazon's own house brand. It's called Presto toilet paper. And a package of 24 rolls of Presto is the equivalent of 96 rolls of anything else. And a package of 24 is about $21 on Amazon. Now, apart from the fact that you're getting so much more for your money, this stuff really, really works great. I mean, it is. I field tested this, and it's certainly got my seal of approval. So you're getting a terrific savings and absolutely first class toilet paper. In fact, you can look at the reviews of this on Amazon, and I think the biggest gripe anybody has about it is that it doesn't have the Amazon logo embossed on the toilet paper. That smile would be really cute on a roll of toilet paper, but they don't have it. I would say this: you take and put this in your bathroom, and you would be proud to have Queen Elizabeth come over and take a dump in your house. You really would. Press Amazon Presto toilet paper. It's got the weekly recap seal of approval. Now, why do we share something like this? Because sharing is caring. And by the way, speaking of Queen Elizabeth, let's send a weekly recap shout out to one of our biggest fans. Prince Philip, 97, was in a car accident this week. Let's send him a recap shout out, wishing him well. Okay, I had planned on another review. I was going to do a food review this week, and here's what happened. After this, I'll come back to hard news.
My original idea was to go into KFC and get one of these disgusting looking $3 bowls that you see on TV. I figured that'd make a good food segment on the recap. I got skunked. They don't have them to go out in our KFC. And by the way, I've never been in a KFC before. So I walked out. Now what I'm doing is driving up to Chick-fil-A, which I've never been in, and we'll see what they're all about. And all the reports that I've gotten is that Chick-fil-A is pretty good. Chick-fil-A was jam-packed, so I still don't know what that's all about. And I'm not about to wait online for fast food. I don't like it that much. And what's unfortunate is not only did I not get anything from the recap, but I missed my noontime Sudoku. So on the way home, have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and just give this report as an explanation of how tough it is to come up with content once a week.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Well, in hard news, the Legion has finally instituted its no smoking policy. They established this outdoor smoking area, which quite frankly leaves me cold. I like to drink beer and I like to smoke when I'm doing it. Luckily, the Eagles and the Moose and the Speakeasy Pub are staying exactly the way they were. So no problem there. But I regret it that the Legion has done this. Now, there were 2 articles in the New York Post this week that I think all Mets fans should pay attention to. One article was about why this guy Van Wagenen, the general manager for the Mets, is not going after either Manny Machado or Bryce Harper. And what he said is, fundamentally, we're set in the outfield, and we want to give this other outfielder, a guy named Jeff McNeil, who I never heard of, more at-bats. Okay, so that's one article. The other article was that the Yankees have just built probably the most expensive bullpen in baseball. So what you're going to have is the Yanks will have a total payroll that's someplace north of $230 million this year. The Mets will be someplace south of $150 million. And I'll tell you what, Mets fans, when you look at this, I mean, I know you like to raise guys from the inside, but you need some big-time bangers in there. But let's face it, when you boil it all down, if you're rooting for the Mets, which I am, I'm rooting for a small market team. Kind of like rooting for the Kansas City Royals, the Minnesota Twins, the A's, clubs that just aren't going to spend enough money to really be in the postseason. So my expectation is it's not going to be a long season next year. It's going to be a short season because they'll very quickly be eliminated. That's sports news. Now, for the week coming up, I think, quite frankly, I'm going to pass on the Fellsmere Frog's Leg contest. I don't know, driving there, and I think it costs $30 to go in the thing. Well, you get to go on all the rides, but I just don't think I'm going to do it. Similarly, I think I'm going to blow off the Senior Expo in Palm Bay. I really don't need to have pitches made to me about final care and insurance and things like that. So I'm going to blow that off. Instead, could go to the gun show, which is in the Vero Beach Fairgrounds. Although my bride is not that happy with me walking around filming all the potential serial killers that you see at this, although they are something to see. Coming up next week, I've got a couple of VA appointments. I'll keep you posted on how those go. And now I know in terms of weather, up in New York, you're going to have a just awful weekend. That's what the internet is saying. It's a little chilly down here, but nowhere near as what you're going to have. So if you're going to be stuck in the house for the whole weekend, it's a great opportunity to check out my other show, The Daily. And the concept is that I'm putting a video up every day, and for a month, and they tend to be short, and it seems to be a little bit different content from what you're seeing on this show. So you might check it out. The way you find it, I guess, look on Facebook, look on YouTube. You'll see it. Anyway, until next week, everybody have a nice weekend.